governor's race in Georgia has 4 establishment politicians. And then there's Candace Taylor.
And I'm one of you. And God made me a fighter. You sold us out to China. You hijacked our elections. And then there's you. You didn't fight for your own seat that you won. What were you doing? Playing golf or trading stock? Oh, and the Democrat plant, who has been accused of sexual assault over and over. Now, I'm done with the good old boys. And it's gonna get personal. Stacey, it's you and me. Let's let the people choose in a fight that's not rigged.
Candace Taylor, the one we've been waiting for.
I had no idea I was waiting on Candace Taylor. So she's a candidate for governor of Georgia, as you could have seen there potentially in that ad. And she's got a slogan of Jesus, guns, and babies. That's a platform to run on there. Actually, sadly, it is. So also she's, her husband has also helped with the campaign a little bit. And he's a musician, so he provided some tunes for her. Watch.
Oh, shotgun behind this wall. Constitutional carry, that's what I'm waiting for. Candace Taylor, the next Georgia governor. If you care anything about your gun rights, go tell everybody you know to vote for Candace Taylor. She's the one we've been waiting for. But she loves this nation enough for all of us to earn our vote and have our trust. She'll do anything it takes to make things right. When you vote for governor, choose Candace Taylor.
Francesca, the kid's like, can someone take this damn fish off the hook? It's been here for 30 minutes and you guys keep having me fish it back out of the water.
I've been pretending this is a real fish and you're not my real dad. Anyway, where is my dad? I've been wondering that for a long time. First of all, can I just say, I'm feeling the second song and like I would vote for him over Candace, okay? Like he's got, this is like Will Smith, if you're watching, this is how you do it. This is how you're in solidarity with your wife. Sing her a beautiful song.
Straighten your hairs straight up. Go with the Kurt Cobain look. You know, people miss him potentially. They like that. So this isn't all that they're pushing and that she's doing here. So I mentioned the Jesus, guns, and baby stuff, but there was one particular comedian who has caught wind of Candace's her presence, her candidacy, and she made a parody ad. And Candace thought it was for real. Let's watch this.
I'm filled with the love of Christ and Bang energy drink, and I'm ready to bang Georgia. And guess what? If you get pregnant, you're keeping it, because when I'm governor, all abortion will be illegal, because that fetus could be a Jesus. I will get rid of every communist through a little game I like to call Duck Duck Communist. It's just like Duck Duck Goose, but the goose is a communist. I believe in 3 things: Jesus, guns, and babies. Jesus because he founded America. Guns because we need them to protect ourselves from the government, which I'm currently trying to be a part of. And babies because the baby. So vote for me, because that fetus could be a Jesus.
Blair Erskine there with the parody of what's her name now? Candace there. So Candace, by the way, through all that, you saw it as you watched it. You may have chuckled. You may have thought, "Wow, this is so fake." You know who didn't think that? Candace didn't. She thanked her for that endorsement. Watch.
We had a wonderful day on our bus tour today across Southwest Georgia. And I just want to give a shout out to one of my biggest fans. She's a comedian in Atlanta. Her name is Blair. And she did a whole video for me in support of our campaign for Jesus, Guns, and Babies, because I know that she believes in our First Amendment right to worship Jesus freely, and in our Second Amendment right to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government, and in our third and most important thing we can do, and that's protect life from conception all the way into death. And so Jesus, guns, and babies. And right now, I want to say Jesus, guns, and this lady, Blair. We love you, Blair. Thank you for your support.
That's sad. The babies got kicked out for Blair. How come you can't help? It's an inclusive, it should be an inclusive campaign. Speaking of our campaign, here are some tenets. It's not just Jesus, guns, and babies.
Oh, thank God.
Snakes. There's snakes, Francesca.
Ooh.
This is what she tweeted. This is what I think about the snakes in Atlanta. Good thing I know how to clean house. And there's this big snake being handled by someone else, and she's just holding his arm like, please take the picture so I can run away. Look at her face. Also, and getting rid of furries. Oh, furries are in the show today twice. She also said about furries, the furry days are over when I'm governor. Public school is for academics, not fairy tales.
Oh my God.
As we may have mentioned, we're gonna get to the details of why furries are all on these folks' minds. Also, Mike Lindell is one of the people who's endorsed her, as she's also posted there. Lindell understands our movement for Jesus, guns, and babies. Stu Peters, another upstanding citizen, also endorsed Taylor for governor. There, see him looking like a Stu Peters.
Wanted
and lastly, some random guy that no one's ever heard of. Let's look at this guy's face. That totally looks like it was a cartoon drawing. So this is her, I guess, her approach. But again, I say this every time a crazed candidate comes and tries to win. Why not? We've got several in Congress already.
But like, can we just go back to the very first thing she said? She's like, because you rigged an election, Stacey Abrams. Like, what? Whoa, what are we talking about here? Because last I checked, Brian Kemp rigged an election against Stacey Abrams, which she never conceded her defeat in 2018. So remember that? Or no, you're talking about Warnock. And then she's talking about, you were insider trading. Who are you referring to? You're referring to Loeffler, the Republican nominee? Like, she's all over the map. She's like unclear what she's doing, but like guns and babies and, and liquor, why not? And driving drunk. Like, it's such a cocktail for disaster.
I love that we're showing this, the punching ad. Okay, so if you're gonna do an ad where you're boxing, have like 2 sessions with the trainer, so you at least know how. Just make it look like you know what you're doing, because this won't be a badass.
What's the technique difference? I mean, look, I just thought you would need like gloves and a lot of dry ice. And then, Muhammad Ali over here.
Apparently, that's all it works. I saw the poofs of smoke, which was probably like baby powder. And I thought LeBron, but we can go with yours instead.
Okay.